Okay, hi everyone, Daryl here. yeah, so this Bangkok property market outlook video which I am gonna do. It's about where are the good places to invest and then the property outlook for 2020. We did like a webinar on this, but what's gonna happen is that I'm gonna kind of repeat what we did on the webinar. Then we're gonna post this up on the YouTube channel. Okay, so just a brief intro about us. So we've been dealing with Bangkok property since 2012. Now clients come mainly from China, Hong Kong, Singapore, Japan, Malaysia, Indonesia. Then we have this Facebook closed group. So if you want to join a Facebook closed group whereby there are other Bangkok investors, then some uh, property agents and some sellers and buyers also, they do transact on their own, meet each other, then you can just join this Facebook closed group. You can also join our Facebook page, but Kevin and myself, we actually run the YouTube channel more aggressively. So you can go to investbangkokproperty.com. Then you can click on this YouTube channel button. Then it will bring you to our YouTube channel. So if you're not already subscribed, right, then you can just subscribe to our YouTube channel. Then we upload things all over on our YouTube channel. So all our updates are on our YouTube channel. Okay, so we're going to talk about where are the good places to invest. We already have one video, but we're just going to explain because clients are asking what are the projects to buy. I mean, where do you think good places to buy? Then easy to rent, easy to sell. Yeah, then the property outlook for 2020, which should be quite interesting. Okay, and then so where to invest, right? There are the core central regions, the city fringes, and the growth areas. Okay, we actually have this map. So, well, we have to blow it up a bit bigger, but generally, right, you can see that this portion here, this green line, right? Okay, the map is a little bit, there's a little bit of error. So this green line, this dark green line is supposed to go all the way this direction. Okay, so you see, we always start off our search at Asok. So Asok is where the BTS and MRT station, the lines, they intersect. So Asok and Sukhumvit, Asok BTS station or Sukhumvit MRT, which is where Terminal 21 is. Then neighboring is like Prom Pom, Thonglor-Ekkamai, Prakanong, Onut. And then after that, there's like Nana, Plonchit, Chitlom, then Siam, where mostly as tourists we will go. Okay, so we actually break up Bangkok into these few areas which you may want to consider. So one of them is the Bangsue area. So Bangsue is where the Grand Station is happening. So there's going to be a train line that links to Kunming, China. Then there's the Saton or Ceylon area, which, well, in our opinion, and it's not our opinion, but all the like top law firms, accounting firms, all those, this is the central business district of Thailand. And then the Chitlong Plonchit area is also considered like the CBD, but it's a little bit more like shopping belt, where the embassies are, the high-end shopping malls. Yeah, they're all located here. It's actually just a road. So if you travel along Wireless Road, you can get from Plonchit to the Silom Satom area. Then there's this Rama 9, which is the new CBD. Then there's Thonglor-Ekkamai. Okay, so we talk about Bangsue. So Bangsue is actually here. So you see the map, right? You go up from Siam, you continue. After Siam is Ratatouille, Payatai. Then you go up, you can get to Ari, and then you can get to Chatuchak. So now there's this if you go to Chatuchak, you go to like Mochit, or if you're taking the MRT station, then you get to Kamping Pek, then you can come off and then you get to Chatuchak Weekend Market. So Bangsue Grand Station is around there, is very, very near this area. And it's also in the vicinity of like this station called Lat Prao, Pahan Yotin, which is something which you guys may want to take a look at. So if people ask me, okay, you want to buy around this area, right? Then where do you buy? Actually, if you get out from Bangsue Grand Station, Bangsue MRT station, you don't see any residential properties because the train station is very large. Okay, that Bangsue Grand Station is very large. It's 24 lines, so it's 24 parallel lines. Takes up the whole place. There's no like major condominiums or what shopping mall that, and I don't think you want to live there also. So the next few stations away, right? One station away is like maybe Kamping Pet, then or Mochi, Pahang Yotin, Lat Prao. These are the more residential areas. So if you want to buy, you can always buy and invest, right, and take advantage of this, right? You'll be looking at this Chatuchak area, Pahang Yotin, Lat Prao area. Okay, so it's actually the Bangsue Grand Station. It's going to open middle of this year. They are doing testing now, so they're going to move the existing Bangkok station from Kuala Lumpur over to Bangsue Grand Station. So there's going to be 3 lines lead up to Kunming, China. So from Bangkok, right, lead all the way up. So from Bangkok down south, you actually get to KL and then to Singapore. So this is the Grand Station, the plan. Okay, then this is the construction. It's already done up already. We actually had a video whereby we went to Bangsue MRT station, then we got up. But it was raining, but from the station we could actually see see everything up. So if you want to invest in this area, right, then where are the places to consider? So we always talk about like Chatuchak, Ari or Lat Prao area. So the projects to consider, right, you can consider M Chatuchak. We actually went there our two Bangkok tours ago. So we run Bangkok property tours. We went there 2 tours ago. Then there's this project called Noble around Ari, which is at Ari BTS station, which is a couple of stops from Mochit or Hyatt Lat Prao. After Mochit now is actually Hyatt Lat Prao, which is where Central Lat Prao is. That's actually the largest Central World in Bangkok. Then at close to Central Lat Prao, it's actually the line Pahang Yotin Park. So this is actually a project by Sansiri. Then if you guys follow Sansiri, the line is actually the high-end luxury series, but in terms of pricing, we do think that it's quite attractive because you can get like maybe a unit for about 5 million plus Thai baht, which is pretty attractive considering the line, and then it's very close to the BTS station, Hyatt Lat Prao. Okay, so these are the 3 projects that we would recommend. Then if you're keen, you can actually go to investbangkokproperty.com. You can take a look at, you can navigate and then get to the projects and find more information about them. So we also have like videos and all that on our YouTube channel. So next, right, is the Central Business District or the core Central region, which is where the Silom Satom area is. Then your Plonchit or Wireless Road. So the prime CBD area is pretty hard to find. And then, well, the trend is that a lot of people tend to say, oh, then where do the wealthy buy? Let me give you an example. If let's say you have like 100 million Thai baht, right? To be very frank, the wealthy people, they'll try to buy 1 or 2 high-end units. So maybe they'll buy something that's like, I don't know, 50 million, and then they buy 2 of them, rather than they go and buy like 25 million Thai baht type of units. Because handling 20 properties is pretty different from handling 2 or 1 property. Okay, so a lot of people, they say, oh, just go and look for rich people or those very rich people to go and buy up my 5 million Thai baht property, but that's not how the real affluent think. Okay, so there's a trend of the affluent buying up luxury homes in the CBD. That's why we had some videos of like 191 million Thai baht unit at Ritz-Carlton Residences, Bangkok. Okay, so these are the type of properties that are in this area. So the US Embassy, this is the Mahanakon, then this 98 Wireless. Okay, but if you really want to consider, if you go back to the map, right, we would consider Payatai, Ratatouille, and Plonchit. So the Silom Saton area a little bit expensive. So where we'll look at is Plonchit is where Wireless Road is, so the start of Wireless Road. So you can look at this project called Noble Plonchit. Then Payatai, right, is because it's actually an interchange now of the BTS line and the airport rail link. So in future there's going to be a pink color line which will run along this as well. So in future there'll be Payatai is a interchange of three train lines. So you can see in future it's going to be quite a major interchange. So we do recommend Payatai. And then one station away from Siam, which is where Siam Paragon is actually Ratatouille. So the projects that we would recommend is XT Payatai by Sinsiri, then the address Ratatouille, and Noble Plonchit by Noble Development. Okay, so these three, XT Payatai is not the nearest to Payatai BTS station, but in terms of the concept and the pricing wise is pretty attractive. Then the address Ratatouille is very close to Ratatouille BTS station. In fact, from the address Ratatouille, if you walk to Siam Discovery, right, it's perhaps like a 5-minute walk only. Okay, so next is actually Thonglor-Ekkamai. This is actually your prime residential enclave. So if you want to find those like huge landed properties where the rich Thais and the expats they live, so it's all around here. If you want to find the best Japanese restaurants, there's a lot of good schools in this area as well. Okay, so this is the EM Quartier, which is at Prompong BTS station. Okay, but so where do you consider? It's pretty expensive. Thonglor area, Prompong, all pretty expensive. I think I would include one more, which is quite interesting. Okay, so I would recommend like these few projects. So at Prompong BTS station, there's this project called Noble State 39. They did some revamp of the project. So they, if you know around there, right, that whole stretch, Soi 39, mostly large units. So for Noble State 39, it's a little bit more affordable in a very, very good upmarket neighborhood. So you can take a look at Noble State 39. I think my colleague Kevin, he did a video on it recently. Then one of my favorite projects is Park Origin Thonglor, which is over at Thonglor Soi 10. So from Thonglor BTS station, it's pretty deep in, but in future there's going to be a grey color line. Okay, so and the grey station is called Thonglor 10. So Park Origin Thonglor is along Thonglor Soi 10. Yeah, so I would think that it's going to be very, very near this upcoming station. They can look at this project called Chambers Onuk, which is at Onuk BTS station. And you can look at the Wisdom projects behind Wisdom 101 or the True Digital Park. So if you Google True Digital Park, right, it's actually the largest digital park in Southeast Asia. So Google Academy and Huawei, they are located at True Digital Park. And that's where all your startups and everything, the ecosystem is working in this True Digital Park. So it's an initiative, but Magnolia Developments is the one that's doing up this whole location. So this is over at Punawiti BTS station, which is so from here, if you go along Prompong, Thonglor-Ekkamai, Prakanon, Onut. So normally we tell our clients to stop at Onut, but 2 stations away is Punawiti. So Punawiti is where the True Digital Park is, but in our opinion, if you really want to buy, into the True Digital Park, then you have to buy the projects behind this Wisdom 101, or the mall is called the Third Place. Okay, so there's like Wisdom Connect, Wisdom Essence, and Wisdom Connect, Wisdom Essence, and something. There's a third one. Okay, anyway, there are 3 projects there, and then it's just behind this True Digital Park. Okay, so you have a fixed catchment of tenants already. So if you're looking, do consider these projects. Okay, and Chambers of Note, right, one of the projects which our agency did pretty well, we marketed and sold quite a few units. Then we actually went to the site of the completed project. It's very impressive. Okay, so by SC Assets. Okay, so yeah, so this part origin is by Origin Properties. Then Noble State 39 is by Noble Developments. Okay, so that last but not least, right, we actually have this Rama 9 area, which is considered the new CBD of Bangkok. So there's this super tower which is already cancelled, so they're replacing it with some grey office space and some hotels, if I'm not wrong. Then there's Central Plaza, Unilever HQ. So the Stock Exchange of Thailand, AIA Capital Tower, China Embassy is all in this area. So there's hospitals, universities, one stop away from Airport Rail Link, which is at Makassar. So then, Rama 9 is actually one stop away from Future Orange MRT line and 2 stops from Aso Interchange. So if you want to buy into the Rama 9 story, right, we would actually recommend that you buy at Thailand Cultural Centre. So Thailand Cultural Centre is where the Stock Exchange of Thailand and AIA Capital Tower is. So if you come out from Thailand Cultural Centre, you will actually see these buildings. This is actually the Grand Rama 9 plan, where so Super Tower is not there anymore. So Central Plaza, Grand Rama 9, G-Land Tower, Unilever HQ is all there. So this is the Esplanade. So you come up from Thailand Cultural Centre MRT station, you will see this shopping mall called Esplanade. Then there's the new Rock 5 Market. The original one is over at Second Square, behind Second Square, which is quite far away from city centre. But if you want to go to a Rock 5 Market, Rock 5 means train, so it's actually a train market. So this night market is quite popular, but it's popular with the mainland Chinese. So if you go there, you see a lot of mainland Chinese tourists. Okay, so the places to consider is actually Thailand Cultural Centre, in our opinion. The main reason is because it's the intersection of the upcoming orange line and the existing blue line. So we normally recommend clients to look at Noble Revolve 1 and 2. So if you see the map, so it's this blue color line, right? So this is Praram 9 or Praram Kau, Rama 9 MRT station. One station away is Thailand Cultural Centre. So this orange line is being built. Is in the progress of is under construction now. It's not being planned. It's already been planned and construction has already started. So it's up and coming. It will complete in a couple of years' time. Then it will intersect the blue color line. So the point of contact, right, which we think is actually Thailand Cultural Centre. Orange line is quite important. If you see, it intersects all the lines. See, so it intersects the blue line, the purple, red, pink, green. Then it comes back and intersects the blue line again. Then it intersects this upcoming yellow line as well. So the orange line hits many interchange points. So Thailand Cultural Centre, in our opinion, is a place to invest. So if you want to look at Thailand Cultural Centre, then look at Noble Revolve 1 and 2. Okay, so if you want to look at the upcoming train lines, right, you can actually go to our website. Then you scroll all the way down. This is investbangkokproperty.com. You scroll all the way down. Then there's this map here. So what you can do is that you can click this little box here. Then you can view the larger map. So as you view the larger map, right, then you can click on like train lines. And then you can click on uncompleted and completed projects. So you can actually see from the train lines, right, where are the projects in relation to the train line. Then from there you can perhaps make a better investment decision. Yep. So do use our map. We'll try to update it as and when. Okay, so for the outlook for 2020, of course there's going to be weaker demand from the Chinese due to the current virus fears. Then the Thai baht should weaken, but this has been a problem for the past 2 years. The Thai baht has been exceptionally strong, so it's been hurting exports and the broader economy. And in general, the Thai economy for 2020 is expected to be weak. So we expect some developers may revise their prices. They may offer more discounts. And then those slated for completion, right, developers, they normally come up with some incentives for buyers to complete the transfer process early. So the baht is actually weakening and is expected to weaken further. And just remember that in 2019, there were not many property launches, and we don't expect many property launches in 2020 as well. So an oversupply situation can quickly turn into an undersupply. So let's look at the Thai baht for the last 3 months. So where I'm coming from, right, now it's actually start of February. So you see the Thai baht in relation to these major currencies, right, like the renminbi. So against the Thai baht last 3 months, uh, Thai baht has weakened 3.19% against the renminbi, against the Hong Kong dollar 3.5%, and against the USD it weakened 2.73%. So the Thai baht has been weakening gradually in the last 3 months. So it started weakening in like December and all the way till now it's in February. And then if you take a look, right, this is actually by the Straits Times in Singapore. So they actually got their source actually the Economist Intelligence Unit. So what it did was that it actually listed out the countries best prepared for a major infectious disease outbreak. You can see that Thailand ranks pretty high. So it's the sixth most prepared country. In fact, it's ahead of South Korea, which is in ninth. Malaysia is in 18th, and then Japan 21, and then Singapore is 24, and Indonesia is 30. Okay, so if I'm not wrong, it lists this against I think 194 countries. Okay, so generally, right, we do think that well, the virus fears are I think pretty valid. So a lot of investors, they'll be scared because of this coronavirus that's going around and affecting China as well. But Thailand is pretty prepared to handle this. And if you're looking to purchase a Bangkok property, right, this may be an entry point. So because the Thai baht was pretty strong, so if it weakens further, you may want to consider. So we actually have like clients from Hong Kong or like mainland Chinese, which they've been looking at our stuff, and then they've been trying to take a look and see what projects are worth considering. So discounts are developers are offering discounts. They are releasing previously unreleased units. Then the Thai baht is also getting cheaper. So if you're looking to purchase a Bangkok property, this may be an entry point. Maybe not at this immediate juncture, maybe somewhere in the middle of the year. You may want to come in after the Thai baht is weakened a little bit more. Then this virus thing should be under control, and then demand will slowly creep back in. And of course, for those who are interested in investing in Bangkok, they would be looking, and then when they look, there are not many new launches, so they will look at the projects which are available, and then we've listed out a couple of those. We'll actually list out the projects and give you some links in the description below as well. And yep, so if you're looking to purchase a Bangkok property, right, do consider this year as a good entry point. So in cool market versus hot markets, right, when the property market was pretty hot, we actually had buyers rushing in. So they actually, when they buy, right, they never think, they never compare. So in a hot market, buyers tend to just rush in. Okay, they make very different buying decisions. So in a cool market, it's a good time for you to learn more about the market, but the market won't stay cool forever. So if you're looking to invest, maybe an interesting entry point, especially if you get a discount on your exchange rate to the Thai baht, as well as the discount that developers are offering. Okay, so as always, look back at our website for all the latest property launches. We have a Bangkok property tour. The next one is actually in March. You can go to bangkokpropertytour.com to see our past property tours as well. We are still considering whether to proceed with the March property tour because of this coronavirus fear. Yeah, but we will update everyone on our website, investbangkokproperty.com and bangkokpropertytour.com. So if you have any questions, right, you can email myself or my colleague Kevin. And so that's all. and I'll see you in the next video.